Hi everyone, welcome to another Whatever Wednesday. I'm tired, but we're gonna have a nice chill stream, okay? Two gross things that happened to me today, fun fact. I'll start with the less gross and move on to the grosser. First of all, I bought this giant. I'm dehydrated a lot and I don't drink enough water, so I bought one of these big all-day water bottles that, like, it's supposed to have all the water you're supposed to drink in a day, so it's just easy to keep track of. You just gotta drink this by the end of the day, you know what I mean? I used to do these when I was in, like, high school and early college, and I was, like, much better at staying hydrated when it was something like this, as opposed to having to think like, okay, how many bottles of water have I drank today? So I got this, and recently I turned on my ice maker in my freezer, because I thought the ice maker in my freezer was broken, but it turns out it wasn't. It was just turned off since I bought the house. So I turned it on, and I've been using that ice for weeks. Baja has probably also used that ice. So today, I get this water bottle, and I'm like, I want to fill this with a whole bunch of ice. And so I can't fit this into the actual ice slot, so I get a smaller cup so I can fill that first. And then I was gonna dump all the ice in here. So I do that, and this is the first time I've ever gotten a real good look at this ice that's coming out of the ice maker, because normally I don't think about it, you know? I just do it. You knew, Baja! Yes, you did forget to tell me there was weird shit in the ice. You knew? Oh, no. So, there's like, I'm looking at it, and there's like weird chunks of, I don't know what this shit is, in the ice and on the ice. So I take out the ice maker, and I dump it out, and there's like, it looks like fucking cat food in there. It looks like there's dry cat food. Dry is a bad word because it's been under a bunch of ice, so it's not really dry at this point. But it looks like there was like cat food or something in there. And I've been using that ice for like 3 weeks. So I cleaned that out. And I cleaned this out. And, so that's the gross thing that happened today. I almost hope it was cat food, because I don't know what else that shit would have been. I didn't taste anything. I didn't taste anything. Because the individual pieces of ice didn't have a ton of it on it or in it. Only when you really look at it do you really notice that it's on there. But, yeah, it was not good. So that's the first gross thing that happened to me today, and I guess has been happening for like 3 weeks. And the second thing is, at some point today, I stepped in cat poop, and I can't find the cat poop anywhere. So I don't know where Lou pooped, but it's somewhere, and I'm afraid I'm gonna step in it again. So yeah, that's what's been going on today. I didn't notice the poop on my foot until I was already somewhere else from where the poop was, for the record. So, that's why I can't find it. So that's my day. Not the best. I've looked everywhere. I literally spent time walking around the house with my flashlight on, looking for this poop. I don't know where the poop is. So anyway, that's my day. How are y'all doing? Okay, let me go to the top and see what's been going on. The Meru Sama, thank you for subscribing for 11 months, says, 11 months, I have no gag here, just insane, it's been that long already. Somebody, something about my sub baby. Yeah, we're like 9 days away or something from my Twitchiversary, so we're gonna have to have a special stream or something that day. I've almost been going for a whole year. Buy the Bat Phone. Thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. That's a cool name. Mike Mack says proof that aliens exist, and then links. That's from the BBC. I can't play that. Abby, my dude, says, this one streamer I follow drinks water every time they get 200 bits or something. You should try something like that. Not a bad idea. Mike Mack says, any conspiracy theories of Johnson & Johnson vaccine? Oh, I'm sure they exist. I haven't looked yet, though. MMO Addicted says, "Hey there, Hannah. I had to contact a university supervisor today as I'm having a bad time with my mental health and have to take a break from working on stuff, and I'm terrified what the reaction will be, as people in Poland don't respect mental health, even with me being under the care of a specialist. It's scary." Well, I hope that goes well for you. I'm sorry you're in that situation. Steve with a Q says, "Hannah, those are just the chemicals that turn the frogs gay. No worries." MMO Addicted says, "Also, I am waiting as in our registrations for the vaccine for my dad will open at midnight, and I'll have to try and get him signed up." Well, I hope you can get him signed up. Could spend channel points to remind me to hydrate. Maybe. Ender92 says, "I was literally scheduled for the Johnson & Johnson on Friday, so now what the frick do I do? Anyways, love you in Baja. Try and get on for one of the other ones." Miss K's, thanks for subscribing with Prime for 10 months. We already got to 140 subs, which is good. I try and average 10 a day, so far I'm at pace for this month, and we just started the stream, so that's good. Mrs. Smithosaurus Rex, thanks for the 100 bits. Water that doesn't have weird shit in it. Ooh, Hype Train. Bardlock Moses with 100 bits says, "For the hype." Puka the Duka with 100 says, "Sorry for your icky day. It's alright. I got D&D later, and now we're streaming. Nothing bad can happen while I'm streaming, right, chat?" Hey, kitty. Where'd you poop? Tell me where your poop is. She won't help me find the poop. So I thought we'd look at some Sovereign Citizen stuff today, some Karen freakouts, maybe some quartering, maybe look more into some of this King's Report stuff, the church that Peter goes to. Who knows? Just kind of cruise around the internet and look at whatever. Pyromancer says, "Maybe Poop Girl can help you find the poop." Maybe. What is Liberty Hangout up to? We haven't done Chud Watch this week. It's been a while since Chud Watch. I'm sorry. I got really into the conspiracy stuff lately. We got to do Chud Watch in the next couple days. Tomorrow should probably be Chud Watch, shouldn't it? Let her on the desk. She already walked away. If she comes back, I will. Anyway, Liberty Hangout. Where is Liberty Hangout on my list? There they are. I hate the people on the street segments. It's been multiple weeks since I did Chud Watch. Seriously? Jesus. Well, it's been a good break. Every once in a while I need a break from the chuds, I don't know. Maybe Kitty just had a dingleberry stuck on her butt and was just the exact place I stepped in. Maybe. But, like, I didn't have a whole chunk of poop on my foot unless it all, like, liquefied immediately or something. I don't know. Whatever. It would still leave, like, a spot somewhere on the floor, though, is my point. And I don't want to step in that spot again. And I need to clean it. Vast Lunacy says, "The nurses at my job are spinning conspiracy theories about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Medical professionals, I guess. Gross." Broadlock Moses says, "It has been a good break." Pyromancer says, "Did you know Peter Hanna does music?" He does not. Oh, it's a different Peter Hanna. Ha 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 ha. Jokes. Was watching an old Ask Hannah from 2017. "Did you ever learn to play the guitar you bought?" I did not. I'm a piece of shit. I bought a guitar to learn, and I never did. I do that. She could have licked it up. She's not really a poop eater. I've never seen her try and eat her own poop or anything. Fairly CC says, "My grandma was visiting a few days and I watched a couple of your streams with her. She instantly became a Stana and says you have the best laugh." Oh, that's sweet. Bardlock Moses, thanks for 100 bits. We're almost to level 1 of the Hype Train. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Let me put on a video during the rest of the hype train. Hype filler, says Pyromancer. Let me see what it is. Heh, hold on, where's the music coming from? It's gotta be there we go. Cute. Thank you, Sky Comet Fallen. I'm glad I'm on the list of people you like the most on Twitch. Overthought says, being the youngest person in chiropractor's office by 30 years is interesting. Also, did you know they use this mini jackhammer thing now to do adjustments? Ooh. I'm always ooh on chiropractors. Sorry. Here's this judge again, Judge Middleton. He and the court have been posting the court proceedings. I think this is in Michigan, actually. Yeah, there's the Michigan seal, actually. So this is in Michigan. Have been posting the court proceedings online because they're doing Zoom court because of the pandemic. I honestly kind of hope they keep posting them because they're very interesting. And occasionally we'll get a sovereign citizen. So let's take a look at this one. We are at 6% of the level 2 hype train with 2.5 minutes left.
Good afternoon, sir. I'll call you by your preferred name, Mr. Morrow Bay. This is Judge Middleton. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
All right. We're waiting just a bit for the prosecutor to log in.
Understood.
He was with us just a bit ago. He should be right back.
Could I interview the judge guy? Well, I would have nothing of substance to ask him. I don't know enough about the law to... I guess I could say, I don't know. I would feel very out of my league talking to someone who's an actual judge who actually knows about the law. Like, even just asking basic questions, I would feel stupid. Like, oh, I don't know, how often do you get sovereign citizens? I just feel like he has better things to do with his time than talk to some jackass on the internet. Who knows, though? Pyromancer says, got stuck behind a wonderful SUV today that said Hispanics for Trump bumper sticker. Oh, no.
Mr. Perdue, we are live, even though we're not doing anything here. We're live on YouTube and live on the Zoom platform. As soon as
I did know
Casey
he's from
Johnson,
Michigan.
the prosecutor, comes in, we'll conduct our business.
That's not my name.
Well, I know you're known to the Secretary of State by your birth name, but you prefer to be known as Samir Siraj Morrow Bay. And
I'm a national of Atlanta.
I
Understand my
understand.
nationality.
Your nationality
Yeah,
is you're from
take oath to this.
Atlanta?
Did
To
I?
uphold the Constitution? Yeah, to uphold the Constitution.
Oh, yes.
Have I seen
And
this? Hold on, let me...
If God isn't real, then why does the Baja Blast fit?
Hold on, I'll restart this.
If God isn't real, then why does the Baja Blast fit perfectly in the Baja Blast room? Baja bath time. If God isn't real,
What the heck? Thanks to the level 1 hype train, everyone.
Treaties.
I don't know about treaties. Those are federal. This is state law.
I know. This is. I shouldn't even be here. I should be somewhere federal. I should be in a federal courtroom, and you still haven't provided any delegation of authority order.
Well,
Delegation of
wait a minute.
authority order. Okay, so this guy in the bottom right-hand corner here is a sovereign Moorish citizen. They don't typically like to be called sovereign citizens because they don't like to be affiliated with sovereign citizen movement. However, they are an offshoot of it, or at least their beliefs stem from the sovereign citizen movement, whether they understand that or not. They often call themselves Moorish nationals. It's a movement / conspiracy theory that seeks to get to the same end goals as a lot of other sovereign citizens. That is to say, they want the government, whether it be the federal government or the state governments or local governments, to not have the authority to impose law or rules upon them. Sovereign citizens will typically do this by claiming that they are exempt from the law because they're just human beings, and human beings can't tell other human beings what to do without a contract. Moorish citizens are a little different in that they've constructed, I would argue, a more complex fiction around the reason that they don't think the rules should apply to them. That fiction being that African Americans are actually the indigenous people of the United States and North America in general. That the transatlantic slave trade is a conspiracy that didn't actually happen and was made up. That America, as we understand it today, used to actually be called Morocco, and the white people came and took it over, basically. And because of this, they try and claim, well, I am a sovereign Moorish national, and your laws don't apply to me, which isn't even how that would work if any of that was true, but nonetheless, that's sort of the fiction that they've constructed to try and explain why they shouldn't have to follow the rules of the land that they happen to reside in.
A minute till the prosecutor gets here and you can go through.
How do they explain Native Americans? That's going to depend on the Moorish citizen that you're talking to. I've seen multiple different explanations. Some of them believe that actual Native Americans or indigenous peoples are just another, like cousin almost of the same group that they're a part of. Some believe that they came from somewhere else, whatever. Which is why you'll sometimes see Moorish citizens appropriate traditional native things. Like I've seen Moorish citizens go to court in full-on headdresses, like Native American headdresses. I'm not sure what tribe it's from, but like you know what I'm talking about. The big thing with the feathers. That's probably really disrespectful the way I'm describing that. I know it has like spiritual significance and cultural significance to people. I'm not trying to just kind of brush it aside. I understand that, but it's basically being appropriated by some Moorish citizens. It's pretty messed up. Stolen valor. Kind of, yes. I think those are actually, from whatever tribe they're from, are supposed to be for, like, warriors and respected people. So, kind of, yes. Mike Mack says, what the hell is government name? Last I checked, our parents named us. Also, will you do the Black Hebrew Israelites? Maybe. What's a government name? They basically think that the name that you get at birth and is put on your birth certificate is a legal fiction that operates separately from yourself. And if you abandon that name, then the government doesn't have authority over you. Delegation of authority. I declare you are wrong. But anyway, they think that the court needs an explicit delegation of authority to say that they have any power to prosecute you, which isn't the case.
You've said this stuff on each previous case.
I know, and I'm still waiting for my delegation of authority order. I'm still waiting. I never got it in the mail. That's Article 3, Section 2. You took an oath to this. You know it. I shouldn't even
Well,
be here.
you could fix that. You could stop driving a damn car, and then you wouldn't keep coming here, and you wouldn't have to deal with me, and I wouldn't have to deal with you.
That's a good clap back. I assume that this Samir Siraj Maro Bey, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, sorry if I'm not. Bey is something you will see put on the back end of the names of a lot of Moorish citizens. It's like a title, like Mr. or Mrs., but it comes at the end, Bey. They will, a lot like other sovereign citizens, they believe they don't need driver's licenses and insurance and license plates and registrations to drive on public roads. They're incorrect. You do need that in the United States, and I'm pretty sure its territories and everything. They believe they don't, so they end up in court a lot because they get pulled over for having expired plates or not having any plates at all, etc., etc.
Which would
But a
make both
driver,
of us.
but isn't driving a commercial terminology?
No, it's not. A lot of sovereign citizens believe that it is. It isn't.
No.
It's
In
not.
your universe, in your universe, maybe it is, but in this one, it's
But
covered
according-
by Michigan Motor Vehicle Code.
So what about Black's Law Dictionary?
Quoting Black's Law Dictionary. Wow, this is like a good Sovereign Citizen 101 video, because he's kind of hitting all the points in a really good like pacing and order. They'll often reference Black's Law Dictionary. Very specifically, they'll usually go back to the 2nd or 3rd edition, because I think those editions are available for free online. Because they're, I think if they're not past their copyright and in the public domain, they're very close to it. They're useless as actual reference material nowadays because these are law dictionaries from like the 1920s and 1930s. So it would be like looking up a dictionary from then. It's interesting and some of the definitions might line up, but it's going to be pretty out of date. You're going to want to find a reference material that's actually in date. And even so, they read the edition that they do use incorrectly. They will look at the definition of driver from the 2nd or 3rd edition of Black's Law Dictionary, and it says something along the lines of, a driver, legally, is defined as one who is employed in operating a motor vehicle. In this context, the word employed does not mean what we colloquially use the word employed to mean today. Employed today, of course, usually means you work for someone, you work for a company, you are an employee, you are employed. But that's not the only definition of employed. Employed also means you are in the process of doing a thing. I am employed in drinking this water because it is something I am actively doing. And that is the definition that the original Black's Law Dictionary that they are referencing, the 2nd or 3rd edition or whatever, that's the version of employed that they're using, but they will contort that and pretend that it means you need to be engaging in commerce with your vehicle in order to need a license. They are incorrect.
Does that not
Well, as
count?
far as
The newer editions of Black's Law Dictionary do not have the specific verbiage, by the way. It's much clearer in that it means if you're driving a car, you're driving a car. You're a driver if you're operating a vehicle.
I know, that doesn't control Michigan traffic legislation.
And as far as I know, you can't make up rules to undermine the Constitution. And no matter what rules or codes you make up, it doesn't supersede the law.
Here comes Mr. Johnson. I don't disagree with that. One of us keeps making up rules, but I don't think it's me.
I mean,
Mr. Johnson.
I love this judge.
I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, well, let me call the case. This is file 21213ST. The actual title on the ticket is People versus Samuel Rufus Perdue. The defendant is here. He prefers to be known as Samir Siraj Maro.
Did he just say, no, I'm not? Did he just say he's not here?
The defendant is here. He prefers to
I'm
be
not.
known as...
I'm not here! Great. Good defense. Pyromancer says, now if only he would say, I'm a judge, bitch, you're fucked. Someone actually sent me a t-shirt design for that. I don't know if I should do it or not. I'm a judge, you're fucked.
Samir Siraj Maro Bey. I don't think he ever lawfully changed his name, but he goes by that name, and he has every time he's been here. He's charged once again with driving suspended second offense. It's alleged that on or about January 31st, he was operating a vehicle here in St. Joseph County while his license was suspended. He also got a ticket for speeding, so he tends to go too fast, always doesn't have
Oh no! Samir is holding up his Moorish citizen ID card, which is not a legal... It's not a state-recognized ID card. I wanted to say not legal, but there's nothing illegal about having someone make you a little laminated card with your information on it. It's just not a state-recognized ID. But Moorish citizens will have these IDs that they think are equivalent to driver's licenses. It's not. They're not. You want to see it? Okay, this is someone else's work, though. Well, they did give it to me, or at least show it to me, so I think it's probably fine to show you guys, right? Is that okay? Or should I... Oh, you know what? He did actually say to show chat, so this is good. This is good. Here's what it says. I'm a judge. You're fucked. You can basically see it there. That's the design. So I guess let me know if anyone wants that shirt and we can maybe work something out with the guy who designed that.
insurance and he doesn't have a license. He has 2 previous cases already pending. File 202073 is a driving suspended charge from September 17th. He liked that one so much, he got another one on November 25th. I think one or both of those cases he was speeding. That's
Here, I'm going to do a quick poll, actually. Please answer this poll honestly, because I want to know if it would be financially reasonable for me to get those shirts made. Okay, I'm doing a poll. Would you buy that shirt? Assume a price of like $25 to $30, because custom t-shirts they cost a little bit more to make. Let me know in chat if you would buy that shirt. Anyone who, watches the show regularly. Please answer honestly, just because I need to know.
file 2026653. Mr. Morrow Bay has a different view of the law. He wants to represent himself, which I've allowed, and we had agreed to set those 2 earlier cases for jury trial. As we discussed earlier, sir, I can't
represent myself.
Excuse me?
I said, I'm sorry, I can't represent myself. I am who I am.
All right, but you don't wish to have a lawyer, is that correct?
Oh, no, I don't need one.
All right.
Towing says,
Well,
I voted
now
yes,
you
but
have-
probably better as an emote. Yeah, can you swear in emotes? I guess I could probably blur out the fucked part.
Your 3rd driving suspended charge, and I told you last time, if you did another one of these, I was going to set a bond, but I'm not going to. Let me tell you this right now.
I'm a
If you
traveler,
drive-
not a driver, for the
Yes,
record.
We're
and
all
for the record,
trapped
Swap
in this
fucked and
universe.
screwed.
At
that's
any
not as
rate,
fun.
you haven't been convicted of anything.
Mike Max, it's kind of sad that an ethnic group needs to find something to make themselves feel special due to years of slavery and racism. Yeah.
You've been accused 3 times, but you do
Falsely
not have
accused.
lawful authority to drive in Michigan. If you drive again in St. Joe County, I'm going to set a bond, and you'll either post it or sit in jail while we await the ability to try your case. I can only leave you in jail for 28 days. But am I understanding, once again, sir, you wish to have a jury trial on this matter?
For my national peers, because I'm a national of the land, and you still haven't proven jurisdiction.
13
I challenged
people said
jurisdiction
yes, 37
a
said no.
long time ago, and it's
No
never been
shirt.
proven. And I'm still waiting.
All right, I had that discussion with a guy that was in jail once. I said, well, you're in jail, I guess you're in my jurisdiction. Let me tell you this, my jurisdiction is St. Joe County, and stop driving in it.
I don't
Um,
drive. I'm a traveler by law,
you
and I've
know,
already
no,
sent you paperwork, and you never responded.
well, because I'm not required to respond to it. You've got a skewed view of things. If this was this easy, everybody would declare themselves their own country and everybody could do whatever they wanted to. So
But
the
this is Morocco.
rules only apply to you.
No,
The rest of
it
us
applies.
suckers are stuck complying with the law. So let's just figure out who the witnesses are, and we'll also set this
For the
for a
land.
jury. Casey, who have you got for witnesses?
Just a second, Judge. I'm sorry. 24. I had his other files open.
Only here special appearance, only because I have to. Because if I don't be here, you know, you're gonna send your criminals to come get me if I'm not here. So I'm only here under threat, duress, and coercion.
Well,
Just to
and
put
you're
that out.
That's my favorite sovereign citizen thing too, is when they're like, I'm only here because if I'm not, then you'll put me in jail. It's like, congrats, you understand you understand the point of you understand the point of those parts of the justice system then. Those are supposed to be consequences to stop you from not complying, correct? Yeah, that's how that works.
You're sitting in the driver's seat of your car. Now, I'm letting you wear your headgear
The
because
justice system is often coercive. It's part of it.
I think it's part of your beliefs, so I'm not going to push it. But you're sitting in the damn driver's seat. What's the witnesses?
Jesse Raymond, Your Honor. That's it.
Oh, the police, the so-called police officer who pulled me over is a witness also.
And a certified driving record.
Isn't that a conflict of interest right there?
No. The
Don't
other
he work for
problem-
the court?
He doesn't work for the court. The court's in the judicial branch. He's in the executive branch. Plus, you keep driving too fast. So you're a
don't
traveler.
drive.
You get to travel whatever speed you feel like. You don't have to have insurance, and you can do what you want. All right.
Hello?
Well, anyway, I'm just gonna set this on the jury list with the other two cases. And let me say this again: if you drive
Imagine wasting the court's time over a goddamn speeding ticket like this. The courts are already backed up enough, and you're gonna seriously waste court time with a jury trial over a speeding ticket?
again and you get another citation, I'm gonna set a $1,000 cash bond, and you can sit in jail. So my strong
So-
advice is to stay out of St. Joseph County.
So you
Don't
do realize
You're already
do-
driving there, so I'm gonna mute your microphone, and
you do
I'll
no
set
state
this
shall
for a
He needs
jury
10 cases
trial
and he'll
on a
get the
date to
11
be
free.
determined.
I hadn't considered that.
All right, that completes
So
that
no-
record.
convert a liberty into a privilege, license it, and attach a fee to it, right? You do know that,
Somebody-
right?
You don't have a right to drive a car on public roads. I promise you that is not in the Constitution.
I don't make the law, I just try to apply it. All right, we'll set this for a jury trial on the next
Your
date.
statutes and your codes are not the law.
That's an argument that has no end. We could, if we live to be 112, we could continue to have this argument. He wants a jury trial, he's entitled to have one, and we'll get there when we can get there. All right. Mr. Kaufman, I'll be with you in just a moment. Well, with
My
your
name
other
is
two
Samir Bey.
cases-
I thought I already told you that.
At some time, yeah, you told me that. All right, thank you. I'll be in
You don't
touch.
respect the law. You're a criminal.
Calling the judge a criminal is, in the legal world, what we call a pro-gamer move. Don't do that.
Well, one of us is.
I'm sorry, just the idea of yelling at the judge, "You're a criminal!" Oh, this'll go well. This'll go well. I think this is the same judge.
Mr. Morrow Bay,
Oh my god, it's Samir again.
are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, this is file 21213ST. It's entitled People versus Samuel R. Perdue, who
He's just giving the judge a street name. It's criminal with a K.
refers to himself as Samir Siraj
This one's before the other one. I think this one was a preliminary hearing, maybe.
Morrow Bay. His mother named him Samuel R. Perdue. Mr. Perdue, you got another ticket for driving with a suspended license. Second offense, that's a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. You're also charged with speeding. I'm assuming you're going to plead not guilty to both of those?
No, of course not. I'm innocent, and my name is not Mr. Perdue. So I would appreciate if you didn't call me Mr. Perdue.
I'm just gonna piss off the judge for you.
Wait, who said what?
Perdue.
I'm just gonna piss off the judge for you.
All right.
Sounds like someone in the background said, like, you're pissing off the judge or something?
Well,
Babe, I
Mr.
made it
Morrow
clear.
Bay, let me tell you this. Stop. Yeah, you're from some alternate universe where you don't have to obey the laws of
No,
the
you don't
state.
respect them.
Isn't that the Kaufman guy the judge said he would get to in the last video? Probably. I would imagine that they both have their hearings scheduled on this day, and then right after their hearing, they get scheduled for the next open date for the follow-up hearing. So he's probably just slotting them in one after the other, so they have appointments with the judge, hearings right next to each other here, so the judge slots them both in next to each other again at the next available appointment for whenever they can do their next hearing. Mightiest Quinn, thank you for raiding with a party of 12. Welcome, Raiders. We're looking at sovereign citizen stuff.
Lost, sir.
Stop. If you drive again here in St. Joe County, I'm going to set
Right
your
to
butt
travel.
at $10,000.
Go check out the Mightiest
Also,
Quinn here on Twitch.
I'm going to
Lie
set
to
this.
you. You see this? Are you looking? I was forced to get this license. I don't want it, but as you can see, your officer is a liar.
Well, what's the name on that? Is that Samuel Perdue or Mr. Morrow Bay?
Burn.
Well, I'm forced to do this. Anything I do with y'all is under threat, duress, and coercion.
So you,
Society has rules. Why do I have to follow them? Yeah, it does. Sorry. Mike Mack says, sovereign citizens, I'm going to fight back to the government by changing the name my parents gave. That'll show them.
So
you have,
every time I travel, clearly
all right, you
one
have,
of your commercial mercenaries keep pulling me over
you have a driver's license?
because your commercial mercenaries can
Commercial mercenaries is redundant, sir. If you're a mercenary, you are a commercial mercenary.
continue to pull me over, and they won't leave me alone.
Well, stop driving. At least stay
I
out of
don't
St.
drive.
Joe
I
County.
travel.
All right, traveling is one thing, driving is another. You can travel all you want. All right, but let me make this
That's
clear.
what I'm doing, and they won't
So-
let me travel. They won't let me travel on my own land. And you're violating the law.
It's not your own land. If you were on your own property, like if you had a farm or just an area with a lot of space, you can drive on that all you want without a license. You just need a license to drive on public roads, which isn't your land. It's public land.
You know it.
Violating the law.
Well, one of us is.
He's definitely violating the law. And anybody who needs to know anything about the
Now,
law,
slow
we can talk
down,
about it.
slow down for a minute. That license you held up, is it a valid Michigan driver's license?
Is it a valid Michigan's driver's license? Well, I was forced to go to your Secretary of State because you guys won't let me travel on my own land. That's as valid as it is. What's really valid is my nationality that you keep denying. So you're denying me due process, and you know it.
Well, you haven't been convicted of anything yet. I'm just telling you, if you continue to keep driving on some
I
cockamamie
don't
thing,
drive.
you're behind the wheel of a car. Give me this BS about traveling versus driving. I'm just telling you right now, you heard it here. If you drive again in St. Joseph County and you get another ticket, I'm going to set a very high bond. You can sit in jail for 28 days until we sort this out. You're presumed to be innocent of the charges that you're charged with.
I feel bad for the Kaufman guy who's up after this guy in both cases. I'd imagine this judge is probably very professional and would do his very best to not bring his frustration with one case into the next case, but everyone's human. And, you know, you don't want a judge who's pissed off. Please watch this Sir Spence video.
Do you know what it's like to get bullied?
Yeah, we can check that out later.
And you've exercised your constitutional right to plead not guilty.
No, I
You're
didn't
gonna-
plead not guilty. You said
Plead
that. I said
innocent.
I'm innocent.
Bardlock Moses says, it's almost like every state is shitty in their own way and we only focus on other states to make us feel better. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Set this for a last pre-trial.
That's the black guy.
Are you still at 312 North Sage Street, apartment?
Blah, 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 blah.
You can send whatever information you want to that address.
Pyromancer says, but screw Florida, though.
That is fine.
All right.
Very smart.
So any judge who does not comply with this oath of office to the Constitution of the United States wars against the Constitution and engages in
All
acts.
right, I'm gonna mute your microphone. I don't wanna hear this crazy, nonsensical thing. I'm setting you for a last pretrial. We'll pick a date and I'll send it to you in the mail. I don't expect it'll settle the case. You already have one case set for a jury trial. We'll probably set both of these for a jury trial. I will give you credit. You always log in a timely manner, which I appreciate. I'll give you a new notice. It'll be on a Thursday afternoon. We're gonna skip the regular pretrial and just go right to the last pretrial. I expect it to be set for a jury trial. All I'm telling you is stop driving and stop in St. John County. All right, sir, you're good to go.
Interesting stuff. That judge handles it all pretty well, considering. I think he's got a good mix of... And I know it's not for my entertainment value. He's doing a service to the court. He is working with the court. I understand that. But just in terms of entertainment value, I think he's doing a good job of... He responds to the stuff that he needs to respond to. He gets some good quips in there. But also, he has a line, and he will shut the guy up and just get on with the thing. He's not holding up the docket for this bullshit. He's not entertaining it more than he needs to. He's just moving the case along and still giving the guy, you know, a fair chance to say his piece. So, I like that judge. I like that judge a lot. I don't know about him personally, so, like, I don't know if anything ever comes out about him. Just covering my bases. You never know these days. But at least in terms of, like, dealing with the sovereign citizen stuff, pretty entertaining. Dzug with 90 bits says, I bet that judge is really going to miss being able to mute these dummies when everything goes back to in-person. Probably. He's very nice in many of his renter cases, too. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. Let's watch this Sir Spence video. This is a satire video. Coming out as Super Straight, our story. Remember the Super Straight thing that was big for like 4 days? Idiots.
Bullied by everybody else for just being you.
Every time I go to a gay bar, I get looks because I'm the only super straight guy there. Every Saturday night, it's bigotry against the straight community.
Do you know what it's like to be discriminated against?
Yeah, we're really suppressed, or we're really oppressed. I'm Seth, and I'm super straight. We're oppressed. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. We're oppressed. It's been really hard being super straight. Like, it's been hard. It's been hard at the wrong times. Like, the times I don't want it to be hard. It gets hard.
When
When are you going to law school, Hannah?
Being
not
super-
before I get my ADHD medications, because boy oh boy do I have focus issues.
Straight.
it gets hard when you're looking at girls, right? I never fart because that would open up my butthole and I don't want that open. My name's Nunya and I'm super straight. Yes, we exist. People see me in the street and assume that I'm straight. Well, I am straight. And I like that they think that. It's a good thing, actually. But it still hurts.
Our flag, we didn't know, was the same colors as the Grindr app. That's, it's our bad. But it has nothing to do with Grindr at all. I honestly don't even know what Grindr is. I'm Buck. I'm super straight. I'm a person too. I don't even have Grindr on my phone anymore. You know what I mean? I deleted it like 2 weeks after I realized what it was. Immediately. Honestly, it was the worst 2 weeks of my life.
I don't like getting my dick sucked because it reminds me of guys getting their dick sucked.
What?
I have body image issues because I don't like looking at balls. I hate peeing. I hate jacking off. I hate giving myself head. I can't even do it because it makes me think of gay shit.
When I see gay people, I could tell they don't want to have sexual intercourse with me because I'm super straight.
It's wrong, man. It's all wrong. Another thing that's hard is showering. I have to do it with my eyes closed. I don't wash this down here. I don't wipe my ass.
What?
I don't wipe my ass.
Wait, that's gay too?
You don't want to slip a finger in
You don't want to accidentally get a finger in your asshole. I'm not wiping my ass.
I can't go on Pornhub anymore, a premier porn website, without running into gay porn. It's everywhere now.
It's like the algorithm.
I clicked the thumbnail. Are you serious? This is happening again?
You know what's actually interesting about Pornhub? They got a little tab. I'm not going to talk about this. Why would I talk about this? Never mind. I've got too comfortable sharing too much with you people. God damn.
Click it and yeah.
It is a parody, guys. I said at the beginning of this video, this is satire.
I scrubbed through the whole thing. 30 minutes of just literally the whole time it's gay. Every time I go on porn, this shit happens.
You know how hard it is
Pyromancer says Pornhub knows what you like. If you have an account.
to take pills that make you have diarrhea so it doesn't feel like a dick is coming out of your ass. I'm making the first super straight bar. Only dudes allowed. If you're a girl, you must come naked. To get
DM Trey says, tell us. No.
entry into the super straight bar, we give you a Playboy magazine. We look directly at your cock and make sure it gets hard. We touch it as well.
Before I came out as super straight, everybody thought I was gay.
I need to know whether or not the car in front of me is a guy or a girl, because if I accidentally rear end them, I'm not about to rear end a dude. Are you fucking joking? Not cool. I'm only gonna rear end women.
I'm into power lifters because I don't like weak girls because weak shit is kind of like gay shit. I like it if they're buff because I like manly shit. I like it when girls can take control because I don't like, I don't want the girl to act gay. The girl has to act like a dude. Wait, what? I like when girls have good looking dads because I can tell the girl's gonna be hot one day. I need a girl with a hot dad because I know what she gets to say she's gonna be hot. I like girls with hot dads because I know that she's gonna eventually grow up into being hot one day.
I go on gay Twitter. I don't understand it. I get hard thinking about boobs, girl butts, and vagina. I could only get a boner if it's a girl. It sucks, and I'm sorry.
First thing I do when I wake up is think about tits. Now picture that. You walk to the bathroom. What do you see? A fucking dick. You know how hard that is? I want to see voluptuous boobies. I don't want to see a cock.
Oh.
All of this is wrong. I don't feel right in here. It's just like I go to the mirror and I'm like, that should be a pussy, you know what I mean?
Oh, this is so sad all of a sudden.
Shouldn't be a dick. It's like I just feel wrong when I look at all of this, and I've never felt good in here, you know what I mean?
Wait, doesn't that mean you're like, you have body dysmorphia and you want to be like trans or whatever?
The fuck? No? I've never fucking even heard of that.
There's no way you haven't heard of that. If you're super straight, you can't hit on gay guys or people will call you gay. It's bullshit. I won't be silent. I like watching POV porn where you're the girl. Because it's gay to look down and see someone else's dick. Have you seen that? You know, it's a thing. It's like POV, but it's like you look down and it's like a vagina. It's a thing. It's actually a thing.
How do you think I feel when I watch Queer Eye for the Straight Guy every week? Why can't I be on that show?
We should be represented in the Pride Parade because we're proud of being super straight. We've had it just as bad.
You know what it's like to like have to give rights to everybody else that you already have? Shit's fucked.
Sucks being super gay. I'm not
Straight.
Oh,
Super straight.
Sorry.
That was a funny one. That was good. Oh, he did a new Ben Shapiro one. Yeah. Gay.
Every day begins at 6 a.m.
Oh, God.
Awaking from the nightmares of
Need
the liberal
healthcare.
future.
Oh, AOC getting free maternity leave. I see Bernie Sanders. He's laughing. Oh, God. Where am I? Nashville. Perfect.
Just another bad dream. Of course, it's not the American dream.
The eyebrows! He did his eyebrows for this one.
Obviously. Yes, my lifeblood. I need this to sustain myself. Without this, there's literally no point in politics. It's my day off today, so I'm gonna get some exercise. But first, I gotta take care of myself. And it's not self-care, it's regular care. Self-care is actually garbage. That type of language puts such a bad taste in my mouth. And of course, speaking of taste, I do use a mild toothpaste. You can tell with how many migrants are coming here, the food is just getting spicier.
It is mayo.
Toothpaste is getting too spicy. So of course I use my own toothpaste.
It's not spicy like all that other crap.
In other words, I don't like Aquafresh, and I certainly don't like Agua Fresca. Oh, my kip. Look, I don't live in open sewage or anything, but Daddy still needs to take a shower. Also, this isn't OnlyFans. I'm not a degenerate, so please get out. I never did understand flattening the curve with COVID, but I do like flattening my shirts.
Get out.
And of course, before I go outside, I like to do a quick check of the forecast. Climate change is obviously literally impossible. Look how cool it's going to be this week. Plus, I look out in the mountains and I see a bunch of you guys. Snowflakes. Proof that climate change is categorically ridiculous.
I actually love a clean mirror, but I hate the part where it's wet. So I make sure I get it perfectly dry. It kind of sounds like liberals crying, actually. It sounds like whining snowflakes. Hurry up, we gotta dry it. I just can't stand things being wet.
From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., I actually do vocal exercises before I leave my house.
Biden, Democratic Party, liberals, snowflakes, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Nancy Pelosi, White House, snowflakes, conservative, the amendments, Joe Rogan. As Ben Shapiro, welcome to the Ben Shapiro Show. As Ben Shapiro, welcome to the Ben Shapiro Show. Welcome to the Daily Wire. I'm completely tired of debating libtards. I'm tired of debating libtards. I'm tired of deliberating and debating libtards. Libtard. I gotta get the D harder. I really gotta work on getting that D hard.
Yes, I agree, hon.
Honey, that's not what I'm not talking about that D. That D's hard. We talked about this. We can't let people know more about our sex life. I'm sick and tired of deliberating, debilitating libtards. I'm sick and tired of deliberating and I'm sick and tired of debating and deliberating with illiterate liberal libtards. Oh, snow. I'm sick and tired of deliberately debating and deliberating with illiterate liberal libtards. There we go. I'm ready, honey.
All ready to go, but not before breakfast.
Say it, honey. Say the pledge.
I'm a little baby, and baby want milky. Baby will drink milky out of the bottle until the bottle is empty and dry, as all good things should be.
Good boy. You have to drink up all that milk.
Nashville is literally perfect. Wait, what is that? Get away from that one. So I don't know if you noticed, but I did move to Nashville, actually. I don't live in Los Angeles anymore, the horribly ran city. Hate it over there. So now I live out here, and I've actually been working on my yeehaw. Yeehaw. Yee! Yeehaw! Been working on that a little bit, so...
I knew I smelled a Democrat.
I am actually not a Democrat. I'm literally the most conservative person you will ever meet. I could literally debate you about anything Democrat versus liberal. You don't even know.
All right, the yarmulke on the cowboy hat got me.
Take off the hat.
I believe in freedom of speech, so I won't I won't stop him from doing what he likes. He's free to do it. I totally respect that. I'm probably gonna try Texas instead.
Probably should.
Hey, Joe, you have a room on the floor in that little weird red podcast room you have?
It's entirely possible.
No one told me there's homeless people in Nashville. Yeah, that's why I left LA. So now that I've gotten my blood pressure up, it's actually time to spend the rest of my energy tweeting angrily. I'd share my post with you, but that would make me a communist now, wouldn't it? Checkmate, liberals. Just kidding. Here's something I actually did tweet at a bot account that's spicier than my toothpaste. Thug life.
What the fuck you still doing here?
I'm not actually a thug. Don't worry. I just, it's a Thug Life meme. Have you seen those, the Ben Shapiro Thug Life meme compilations?
No.
Okay. So unfortunately, I walked by a Mexican restaurant earlier, and I got a whiff of something, and now my stomach is upset. Very spicy smell. So, although this is an all-gender bathroom, I'm gonna have to use it. And I'm not happy about that. And of course, the walls are ordained with urban art. I would have loved to have been able to have accessed this bathroom earlier when I had to go. Just that's where I prefer to go, is the men's restroom. I just need everybody to know that. So now that I'm warmed up, I'm gonna go ahead and do some cardio. All I have to do to get my blood pumping really hard is just watch modern pop culture. So you might say that Cardi B is my cardio.
Counting team.
Okay, I'm seriously gonna need some nourishment after that.
Ben, I feel like we need a new fax machine.
You know, it's actually really funny that you say that, honey. Because facts don't care about
No, you always say that. Just go to Office Depot and get one.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
No.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
No.
You know, I actually got a question for you, honey.
What, Ben?
Are you a fact?
What do you mean?
I said, are you a fact? Because you obviously don't care about my feelings.
No!
Not again.
I'm even more dry.
Directed by a liberal. Directed by a liberal. Starring a snowflake actress. You know what, folks? There's nothing on. It's 5:30 anyway. I'm just gonna get ready for bed. Before I do go to sleep, I do like to clean the history on my...
You guys can read that, right? Is that... It says AOC feet pics, AOC feet, AOC toes high re? AOC feet pics, AOC feet pics, AOC deep fake, AOC no shoes, AOC soles of feet, AOC foot smell, AOC pinky toe.
my phone, not because I'm doing
That's some dedication. It sure is.
anything I shouldn't be doing, but because I don't like big tech spying on me. Zuckerberg will never see this. Thank God. All right, back to the nightmares, I guess. Oh. Good night, honey. Yeah, tell your boyfriend that I Venmo'd him for the Snapchats. You know I love when he sends those. Good night, sweetheart. Oh, gay marriage. Caitlyn Jenner. Non-binary people. Oh, God. Until next time. Gay marriage. Good night, snowflakes. Non-binary people.
He's pretty funny. Mike Max says, remember when Alex Jones had trans porn on his phone? I do remember that. I would imagine a surprising number of transphobes partake of that particular genre. Like, I would bet... I would bet that Glinner on whatever his name is, Graham, whatever, is probably into that shit. John Doyle's probably into it. I would be pretty shocked if they weren't. I feel like people like that are usually both hating of a certain group, but also tend to fetishize that group. Grand Lineham, yeah. His wife left him, which is a little funny. Maybe a Karen video. Toronto woman freaks out because she wasn't allowed on the TTC without a mask. Is that TTC? Toronto... I don't know. Some sort of public transport, I'm guessing. Mike Max says, so that means a call for an uprising has... Oh, no. Yeah, probably. Hans Wormhat is definitely into it. Oh, shoot. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Yeah, there's some really great transgender like porn actresses who are great. It's kind of hard to find. How do I put this? This is such private shit. I shouldn't. It's not. How do I put this? I find stuff like that if you can find respectful videos, which usually the like nice ones that don't fetishize the trans woman, are made by, you know, trans women who produce their own material. So there's some good stuff out there. I find that stuff pretty empowering, seeing like a trans woman just in a sexual scenario that's like nice and not fetishizing her and stuff like that. I think that stuff can be great. But so much of the genre is just gross fetish material. And I'm not here to kink shame. I just find it unfortunate that so much of that particular genre of adult film tends to have very little respect for trans people. Voodoo Butt, thanks for subscribing with Prime. Yeah, slurs in the title, stuff like that, yes.
Someone give me a car ride! Someone give me a ride! Someone give me a ride! I need a ride! Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Do you pay taxes here, Mom? Actually, I do. Thank you. You do? Thank you. Okay, good. Okay.
Hope she's on something.
Are you literally gonna stay there watching us the whole entire time?
Right. TW Parker, away from my property. How's that?
We're literally away from your property. Oh my goodness gracious,
Not.
Lord. Yes, you are. Oh my God. Is she literally a kid? She's literally... seriously. Why do we need a proof of point? We don't need anything to do with you anymore, girl. You are getting way too close.
Please, 6 feet, because you don't have a mask on, please. Please. Oh, she just
oh my goodness gracious, Lord.
There are people who are dying.
I have antibodies. I've already had the COVID.
Let me go on.
So get the fuck out.
No, first of all, don't. Why are you talking to little? Why are you talking to girls?
There's your wall money right there, everybody. I mean, this is like, it's so stupid simple. It's not even funny. It's stupid simple. But we have retards. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I know that's an offensive word. And I'm not trying to talk down on people with Down syndrome.
Oh no! Oh, American politics has gone to poop. Bardlock Moses says this C word.
But that's what these people are. These people are so stupid and ignorant. They cannot put something common sense in place.
A member of Congress, everyone. Hooray.
Like spending the $14 billion of El Chapo drug money to build our wall. It's nonsense. See, that's how stupid these people are that we have elected.
Plot twist, she's talking
and why
to a mirror.
do we have them? They're losers. They couldn't make it in real life if they tried. I'm not lying to you. These people are criminals.
So she's been here for what, 25 minutes now?
Yeah.
25 minutes? Okay, that's good. She's been here for like 40 minutes now, so I'm just wondering, does she want to clock in?
I would.
She basically works here at this point. What's it like to have this much time on your hands?
Honestly, I wish I had.
What's it like to be so bored? I just want to know.
Paperwork, I
Got
fucking
the
love
civil
this.
rights paperwork, okay, from the 1600s. That's
Oh no, is the Karen a sovereign citizen type? Mike Max. With a link.
Gay!
True. I always lose the video. I have so many tabs open.
Relevant.
Hi, my name's Katie Duggar. You know, I don't even know where to begin. This is,
She's not one of the Duggars, is she?
I took last semester off of school at LCSC because of all this nonsense. Because I cannot wear a mask.
Wait, weren't you literally wearing a thing at the beginning of this? You were wearing...
It's Katie Duggar.
Yeah, you were wearing that around your face. So what do you mean you can't wear a mask?
Very traumatizing for me to put on a mask. It's something that happened to me when I was a kid.
I'm sorry, I really am, but you were just wearing a thing around your face.
I cannot wear one.
Pyromancer says, I wasn't at work when it happened, but apparently last week some anti-mask people came in. They got kicked out for bugging guests and then got the cops called on them when they started soliciting in the parking lot. Jesus.
My education is being held up because of this crap.
I'm really sorry if someone genuinely has traumatic experiences with, like, having their mouth and nose covered, and I can understand that that's certainly a factor for some people out there. A lot of people have different trauma things in their past. I do as well. Not specifically that. But, how do I put this? If that's a genuine issue for you, then you probably need to look into maybe at least during that semester, maybe doing online classes, if that's not already a thing that's, you know, par for the course for your school, if they're doing in-person classes, figuring out if you can do it online stuff. If not, then maybe taking a semester off. I know that sucks, and I know that's terrible. I really do. It's really unfortunate, but reality, unfortunately, puts up roadblocks sometimes, and when you get a global pandemic and you have public safety measures, saying, oh, woe is me, this is bad, doesn't really cut it, because, yeah, it's bad for everyone. We all have our own particular issues we have to deal with in regard to the restrictions and everything, but you gotta work around it so we can deal with the global pandemic. Like, I have sympathy for her, I really do, but you can't just come in and be like, well, I have particular personal issues wearing masks, even if they're valid reasons, and say, therefore, no one should be wearing masks, and you should let me come in to endanger the safety of other people. It's not how it works. Mike Max says, sorry, sent the wrong link, and then sent this one. And then Pyromancer says, Sniper Watch, no sign of snipers, but it seems to be raining. Oh, someone was looking at the live sniper thing. What's this? US boxer wearing Trump wall, beaten by Mexican opponent? That's funny. I think I've actually seen this. I gotta kind of skip through it for copyright, but yeah, he beat the crap out of him. I want to see the final punch. Ooh. Good stuff.
So I took last semester off. You know why I'm wearing this?
Towing24 says, Hannah, you're assuming she's telling the truth and not just lying to try and get rid of mask rules. Chud's gonna do whatever it takes to kill us all. Yeah, I find it usually better to at least go into these discussions assuming the person is good faith to an extent and then chip away at it if it appears that it's not the case, but Like, something especially when we're talking about some sort of trauma like that. I'm not going to come in and assume, like, oh, you're just making it up. Because there's a chance she's not. And I'm certainly not going to assume that about someone talking about trauma that could be very real and very personal to them. Pyromancer says, suddenly a snipe.
I got this.
I did not react to Call's new channel yet. I know people have told me and they tweeted at me that he made some video about me that I'm sure is very offensive. But no, I haven't watched it.
In Peru, it's a beautiful outfit. I'm wearing this because the only way I could go to school today was because I had to act like I had on a freaking burqa.
Okay, so you can wear this, then wear this to school. Wear that to school. That's fine. That'll cover your mouth. Do that.
And go like this so that I could go to school.
Okay? Put it over there and then go to school. That's fine.
And cover my face like I'm a Muslim.
Oh, she's getting prejudice. Cool.
Because I can breathe through this at least. At least this is thin enough I can breathe through it.
Then wear that. Then wear that. Or, and this might be wild, take that material and cut it up and make a mask out of it if you're fine with that material. As long as it can catch particulates from your nose and mouth, that's better than nothing.
So the way for me to go to school and get my education, I have to dress like a freaking Muslim.
Again, why are you making this like a weird bigot thing? What?
This is terrible. I want to go to school. I want to make this a better place. I want to get my degree. This thing was wrapped around my head all day. I was at school for over 9 hours today. And because of this thing around my face was just dripping. And I'm trying to do homework. I don't understand the taxpayers' money you guys are using for these plastic partitions and the signage that says mask required when it's a bunch of excuse my language. When it's a bunch of BS.
It's not BS. Over 500,000 people in the United States are dead, and many more are going to suffer. I think the statistic is 1 in 5 people who catch COVID have permanent lung damage. Those are people who survive on top of the 500,000 dead people. Not good.
Because the big old sign at Winco that says you have to wear a mask, I walk right into Winco and I do not wear a mask. And they don't say a word to me. The only
okay, minimum wage employees not wanting to deal with your chud bullshit is not the same as saying it's bullshit. They just don't want to deal with your rude, crazy ass. This is an institution of higher learning where people are paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be there and to feel safe in that environment. They're not going to put up with that the same way a 17-year-old making minimum wage is going to at the supermarket near you. Shut up and wear a mask.
The place that gives me trouble is Costco, which is in Washington, and my college. And that is a problem for me, and that is a problem for America. What kind of people do we want to bring up? Do we want to cover our face so you can't see who we are? Hide your identity? My nose is all raw and peeling and...
Your nose is raw? From what? I've worn a mask for very long periods of time. At no point have I gotten some sort of rawness in my nose. Mike Max with another link. Oh, another anti-mask person. Jesus. Pyromancer says, I would totally wear a mask all year, even after this is over. I mean, go for it. That's probably something I'll wear during flu season. Why not?
And what does it do? What does this do? Come on, what does this do? You think the virus is smart enough that it's going to go, oh my God, she has on a burqa. I think I'll stop right here.
It's to stop the particulates that people are always, when they're talking, even if it's not super visible, there are particulates coming out of your mouth. It's to stop it, you absolute idiot. How stupid is this lady? She should probably drop out of college right now, because if that's how she thinks this works, I don't think she's going to graduate.
And not infect her or anybody else.
COVID is smarter than this person. True.
And if you were really going to get down to it, if people want to wear a mask, let them wear the mask. If their mask, you've heard it before, if their mask works so well, then why do we need to wear one?
Because it's to keep stuff from coming out of your mouth and infecting other people, more so than it is to stop other people's shit from getting into your stuff.
Let them wear one.
Brother. Fuck she on, bruh. Straight got the gun pointed at me like, what is she doing? Like, what the fuck, bruh? She tweaking. Like, dead ass.
Hey, no fishing.
Yo, get over here, you guys.
Restaurant thinks they own the ocean.
Yeah.
Yo, they're dead, bro. Yo, don't touch my shit, bro.
These are property.
Don't touch my shit, bro.
These are property.
Yo, don't touch my shit, bro.
The fish is our property.
Yo, you don't own the fish, bro. They're dead, bro. They're dead, bro. You just broke my bucket, bro.
Masks reduce your chance of getting COVID. It doesn't stop at 100%. Yeah. It's pretty much how contraceptive measures work.
What was that, huh?
Stop.
What was that, bro?
Stop.
What was that, bro?
Stop it. Stop it.
Yo, you don't fucking do that, huh?
Remember the days when people refused seatbelts? No, I'm only 27. So, actually, my grandfather did that too. And then he died of cancer, so unrelated.
Right behind you.
No.
You're not harassing anyone else. You're harassing my wife. You're harassing my wife. Look, right there.
JTP, I'm gonna call you. No, I'm not. I'm gonna file a lawsuit against this shit. This is bullshit. Look at the fucking mask work. What's the point?
Laura, no.
We refuse to serve you, please. Excuse me, baby.
Go ahead. Why? I'm wearing my mask.
Okay, we're in the shop. We have the right to shop.
No, I can just stand here and police mask what you want to do.
Okay, have the right to ask.
It's always these mask assholes now. It's the entirety of the Karen compilations are mask idiots.
And we also do have a mask.
Hey, yo, don't talk to her either, yo. Don't talk to her either, bro. Real shit. All I was doing was minding my own fucking business, bro. And yo,
Sir and
and you
madam,
motherfuckers
this is
come
a
over there, man.
Marshalls.
You don't know what kind of day I'm having. Stop fucking with me. You're with me.
Oh, yeah, yelling and threatening the staff at your local Planet Fitness is a good way to get banned for life.
Hey, yo, come on, let's go.
You can be.
This is bullshit. I couldn't listen. I'm an artist, so I'm gonna tell my story. You know, woman harassed me. She said that I wasn't wearing my mask, which I was.
Kitty, you smell like poop. Do you have a big poop on you? Maybe a little. We gotta clean your butt, Kitty. Not on stream, though.
But that's confrontational. You redirect me one time and that's it. Bro, I'm just mad as fuck. No, come on, I'm about to leave, bro. No, I'm out, man.
Amanda. Don't check. I gotta. She's my pet. I can't not.
This is my.
Raise my bloodline. You're paying by yourself.
What's up, man?
If you decide not to wear a mask, they're not required to help you inside for their own safety.
Okay.
Mike Max says, funny how these idiots call everyone else sheep, but will go to church and say the Lord is my shepherd. Squid reached their goal. Good for them.
Hey man, so just to clarify, like if I get something and I go up to the cashier there.
You can check out at the front, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes, I do. Who are you?
This guy sounds exactly how I would expect to. Who are you? Do you even know who my dad is? Baja wants me to tell Lupine she loves and misses her. Your mama loves and misses you, Lou. Pyromancer says, I also love how a face cover is an option stores will accept. These types of people ignore that. Yeah, you can get one of those face shields or whatever. Billy SC137, thanks for subscribing for 4 months, 2-month streak, says, hi everyone, sorry I missed the hype train. Hope everyone is having an awesome evening. I hope you're having one too.
I'm a manager. You need a manager.
Okay, I have an exemption right now.
Unfortunately, if you have an exemption, we can't have it because we get fined for it. I'm not
You
trying to be
guys,
difficult.
no, I know you guys aren't gonna get fined for anything. All I want to do is come in, grab some headphones, and leave.
They're not gonna ring you up.
Have you heard of Amazon.com?
That's not what he told me outside.
They will send you headphones.
So you're
In
refusing
the
me service
mail.
because
Evil Heel, thanks for following.
Okay, so what's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. What's your last name?
Don't have to go to you.
I'm gonna be filing a federal lawsuit, so.
That's fine.
Okay, so Jonathan, what's his store number here at Best Buy?
You can find out when you call.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain this to you very succinctly. Are you aware of the Civil Rights Act of 1964?
I'm telling you.
Famously, the Civil Rights Act said, you don't have to follow public health measures if you're an entitled cunt.
Once that we have the right to refuse anybody that's not wearing a mask.
Is this a public accommodation? Yes or no?
I don't have to answer.
This is a public business, right? The public is allowed in here.
Yes.
Correct.
But we also have the right to refuse you.
Yeah, they have a right to refuse you service. It's a place of public accommodation. No shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. Retail workers should carry mace.
You're not wearing a mask.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
All right, look, man. I don't want to involve you in a world of shit because I've got ongoing litigation with Trader Joe's right down the street right now. It's a lawsuit for $25 million. Do you want to involve yourself in that? Because you will be held personally liable. And I'm not trying to make a scene or be difficult at all. I'm just informing you of what's going to happen.
For business stuff.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what we follow here.
Okay, so I just want to be like 100% clear of what you're getting yourself into because I don't think you're comprehending it,
Bro,
really.
have you even seen me? Do you know how much I lift? I am suing Trader Joe's. Do you know how much Under Armour I own, bro? You're gonna be held personally liable. My lawyer, Marcel Bissett, said you guys are fucked. Logarth says there's officially a significant lack of throat punches in Minecraft in the world.
Okay. All right, man. Well, you're going to be receiving some legal notification very soon.
Solomon52, thanks for subscribing with 6 months.
Flynn, you want to tell me about your day? Would you have some snacks? Yeah? Would you play with some toys? And you got a new blanket. Oh no, it's a nice blanket.
Mike Mack says, conservative, you're violating the Civil Rights Act. Also conservatives, the bakery has the right to refuse a gay cake. Jake said y'all were going to shoot for 7 p.m. for D&D. Did that get pushed back, or are you cutting it close? It's probably pushed back. Alex doesn't even get out until 7, but I am going to stop the stream soon because I don't know exactly the time it's going to start, so... This is the pastor from Peter's church.
In Chinese culture, in the kingdom of God culture, in the kingdom of God, even though you have tremendous prosperity and you have tremendously free markets and free association and all that kind of thing.
Oh my God, he thinks heaven has a free market capitalist system. See, that doesn't sound like heaven to me, but okay.
So you have tremendous wealth and tremendous prosperity. All the kids will still have to train in peace, police, peace, militia. All the children will still have to be involved in police work and law enforcement and militia responsibilities.
Okay, maybe he means God's kingdom on earth and not in heaven. Missed an opportunity to make the muzzle of the gun the mic. True.
So you may come from a super affluent family. You may come from a poor family, but you're still cops. You see what I'm saying? You're still police. You still have to abide by the code of conduct to love God, love your neighbor. You still have to be willing to give your life for others. You're raised from a young age.
That is a bullet crown, yes. This guy is Peter's pastor.
Whether you're rich or poor, whether you're this or that, you're raised from a young age, training with other warriors in the warrior culture of love God, love thy neighbor. Being willing to lay down your life for your friends and your fellow citizens. Having a larger sense of responsibility than yourself and becoming hedonistic and going to just self-pleasure and self-pleasuring and self-worship, which is Satanism. That's what always happens when successful cultures bloom and blossom. The next generation becomes lazy, hedonistic, self-absorbed, and self-worshipping. And then they become Satanists. And they collapse civilization because they become morally inept and morally depraved, and morally iniquitous, licentious and wicked. And then, of course, their free markets get destroyed because nobody can work with licentious, untrustable people who are lazy and entitled. Do you see? But from a young age, Christ has given the antidote for that, and that is peace, police, militia, where the citizens of all race, creed, religions, and socioeconomic status must be in the peace, police, militia, must help in becoming, enforcing the law, must be a cop, must be a militiaman and woman.
Ah, yes. Training children in a military style tradition for the betterment of society. You could call them the Mooney Youth. Surely there's never been a time in history when gun-toting fascists started indoctrinating kids into the military-industrial complex that ever went badly.
And so it's even harder for the left to try to buy the woman vote to vote socialist because on average Gallup polls show that unmarried women will vote 2 times more for leftist policy socialist party.
Oh boy, it's almost like it's good to cater to people's beliefs, right? It's almost like if you want to appeal to women voters, you need to actually be for policies that women like? Weird.
Policies. But those young unmarried women will be trained as law enforcement officers, you see, and military training. They'll be trained in the combat arts and the rod of iron arts. They'll be trained to be willing to lose their life to save other people. They'll be trained that crying doesn't help. They'll be trained that you have to fight through stuff. They'll be trained to do hard fighting and hard, grueling, grinding training. They'll become stronger.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, everyone. It is Marcel of the Family Bassett.
This one's boring. I looked at this earlier.
Amazing. Lorna did the formal intro. They're fairly private. So, but
Good job. Head back that way for me.
Stand here.
The Force is with you, but you are not a Jedi yet.
Oh, he will be. He will be. Activate. He will be. Activate.
Don't fuck with Darth Vader, kid. Darth Vader has canonically killed dozens of children, okay? Yeah, we'll slow-mo. Hold on. We're gonna 0.25 speed this.
He will be.
Alright, so the Darth Vader performer has done this show probably hundreds of times, okay? They don't like wearing the mask, it's uncomfortable. This kid's here on his vacation with his family, got lucky enough to get chosen. Darth Vader goes to go into his stance for this to let the kid win. Steps forward, and this is the moment where Darth Vader realizes, oh no, I have fucked up. MMO Addicted says, ah, yes, another youngling for my collection. No one expects the force toss of the saber. This is the moment where Darth Vader is just thinking, oh, fuck, don't hit the kid, don't hit the kid, don't hit the kid, don't hit the kid, don't hit the kid. This lady has no idea what's about to happen. The stormtrooper is like, uh-oh. This isn't good. I think at this moment, the Darth Vader performer probably sees the trajectory and is like, oh god, I hope I don't get fired over this one. Extremely bad faith. Thanks for following. This is... If only stormtroopers could aim, he might actually be able to save the kid. I can see the expression on the Darth Vader performer's face, even though it's covered by a mask. Like, just the... Oh no! And he can't break character at Disney, so Darth Vader can't be like, oh god, I'm so sorry. Just has to go and pick up the saber. Like, yeah, I meant to do that. Move on, kid. Don't fuck with the Dark Lord of the Sith. Vader, no, not again. You think the next kid is thinking like, oh god, oh I can't beat Vader. This guy just beat the shit out of this kid. Why is that so funny to me? Am I a bad person? MMO Addicted says, no, Hannah, this is all part of Vader's plan. See, the seed of hate will grow in the kid, and he will destroy Emperor Mouse together. Oh. 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 Logart says the student has now become the master. Only a master of beating up children.
Get in the bed.
do sausage, and then we'll raid someone. Liver and onion sausage.
Hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess we're doing liver
Next
and
time,
onions
Sasuke,
today.
says Mike
Here
Mac.
I am, baby. Sliced, skin, deveined. I'm yours. We're gonna coat it. The official Mr. Sausage guess on this one is gonna be a 2 out of 5. So it's the liver and onions sausage. And then we just give it a little dredging. It's always a gamble with an onion. They're either going to be a pain in the ass or they're not. This one's a pain in the ass. Of course, we always have to taste it to make sure that we've ruined something good here. That's some tasty liver and onions right there. I'm guessing it's now going to be a 3 out of 5.
Liver tastes very irony. I've had it once because I was in Florida with my grandparents, and my grandfather liked, he's not alive anymore, liver and onions, and I tried it. It wasn't terrible or anything. It's not something I would pick, but like I could understand how someone would like it. It's got a pretty unique flavor. It's not for me though. Not big on organ meats.
I'm gonna move my score to a 1 out of 5 now. It's regrind time.
Yeah, it's Depression era food. Yeah.
Keep it sausage love. Keep it sausage love. Don't stop me now, don't stop it now, don't stop me now. All right, the left burner is still a little too hot, so we're gonna have to do it on the right side. By the way, it smells like a foot infection in here. In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage. And there it is. That's the fruit of our labor. Will it blow? Most of the poop pellets just kind of fell right there. I'm gonna give this, will it blow, half a ruffalo. Use our new sausage poker. All right, it's a good old-fashioned sausage race or something. Let's sausage. Ow! We got a burst. Who are you? Let's see how we did. That looks like it's gonna be a dry sausage. Well, we've reached the time on the show where we try the sausage, but first! That looks a little too much like dog. See what the sausage fans have in store for me. Oh, a lot of plastic bags. It's a sausage explosion pedal. I make guitar pedals and made one for you. You may not play, but it had to be made. Why is it pink? This must be based off of the Wagyu sausage episode. I'll have to play 3 measures of a Blink-182 song for you all one day. From Bo, age 6, just in case it's pronounced Bo. I know how to pronounce Bo. We'll also have to find some frames for the sausage art from Bo. So thank you, Joseph, Elena, and Bo. Now let's move on to the tasting. Here we go. We went a long way just to reinvent the wheel here. This is just hot liverwurst. So that's that. I'm gonna give this sausage here a 3 out of 5. Bop bop bop. Bop, bop. Welcome back to the show, Too Much Casing, where we use too much casing. That's a whole lot of extra casing that didn't need to be there.
Gross. Alright, let's raid someone. All right, have a good evening, everyone. We will be doing D&D in a little bit, so check out Actual Jake's channel for that. I'll be back tomorrow, probably for Chud Watch, because we haven't done that in quite a while, so we have some stuff to catch up on. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. You're all valid. I'll see you guys later.